Hi there, and thanks for checking out A Bit Better Yoga. This is yoga for the working professional. So if you need a little help dealing with the 9 to 5, click the subscribe button below and the notification bell. That way we can stay in touch. Today is a bit of tactical yoga aimed at counteracting the sitting that we all do all day long. In fact, I'll be bold enough to say I think this is the best yoga pose that you can do to counteract that sitting and the crunchiness that you might feel in your body from all of the sitting at our desks that we do. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so I made a big promise. This is the best yoga pose to counteract sitting. Let's get right into it. I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see. And I have my yoga mat rolled out here, but you can have any softer surface. So I don't necessarily recommend doing this on a hardwood floor, but a carpet or of course a yoga mat will work just fine. And from here, we're sitting on our shins, and let's just rise up to stand on our shins. We're going to start with the right foot forward. So take that right foot in front. We're making nice 90-degree angles here so that the right knee is over the right ankle, and then you've got a right 90-degree angle with the left leg as well. If you have sensitive knees, totally get you. You can use a variety of things. I've got a pillow here from my couch. You can slide that under the left knee here, or a rolled up towel or a rolled up blanket will work perfectly well. Let's rise back up to this nice 90-degree position with both of our legs, making sure we've got that ankle under the front knee. And then take the hands to the hips. So the hands are resting lightly on the hips. Let's use these hands to feel where our hips are in space. And we want to tuck the tailbone slightly. So we're bringing that tailbone under just a little bit, not sticking our booty out, but tucking it under. And then from here, we can just start to take the hips forward a bit. We should start to feel a nice stretch through the front of that left thigh and the left hip flexor. Standing up nice and tall here, shoulders away from the ears. Let's get our upper body into the action. So bring those hands overhead, and then grab the left elbow with the right hand, and then the left hand grabs the right elbow. Bring those elbows back, lift the chest, and maybe lift the gaze. Just take 5 deep breaths here. Relaxing those shoulders. Maybe micromillimeters of shift forward as the hip flexors and the legs start to open up a bit. Release those hands on down. Shift the hips back so that you can take that right leg alongside of the left and sit back onto those heels. So all day long when we sit, we're going to get nice and crunched up, or we contract our hip flexors notably. You can see here these muscles start to get very short. So what this pose does, and why I think it's the best pose, is that it really works to lengthen out those muscles, and you'll see it even better on this side. And then of course, while we sit, we do tend to have this rounded posture. So opening up the upper body like we do by grabbing opposite elbows and lifting the chest will open up that part of the body as well. All right, let's do the other side. So rise up onto those shins, and then take that left foot forward on the mat. Really plant the sole of the foot into the mat and get that left knee over the left ankle. If you need that support underneath the back knee, please go ahead and do so. And then take the hands to the hips and feel that tailbone tuck, the booty tuck under, and then start to shift your weight forward just a bit. It's not a drastic dropping in, right? Although that might feel good for some of us. But we want to keep a nice stability here. So it's just a micro movement forward. And you can see how we're lengthening through the front of that right thigh and hip flexor. So engage those inner thighs to stay up nice and strong, and then reach the hands up to the sky. Grab the right elbow with the left hand, and then take the right hand and grab the left elbow. And then take those elbows back as the chest lifts up. And this is where we stay and we breathe. Keep relaxing those shoulders down. micromillimeters forward if it feels good in those hips and in the front of that right thigh. Release those hands on down, shift the weight back so that you can sit back on your heels. This is a great pose to do after you've been sitting for a couple hours, in the middle of your workday or at the end of the workday, just to stretch out the fronts of those thighs and then also get some breath through the chest. If you need a little bit more yoga, be sure to check out my midday seated yoga reset. Yep, this is something that you can do at your desk. It's 11 minutes long, and it'll get you just a little bit more movement into the body. So be sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the week.